All right, hello and welcome to my channel. I will be discussing how to successfully and naturally detox your body. There are many ways to do this, and there's many ways that you can target certain organs. I'm just going to talk about a general overall. Normally, it is important to first cleanse your colon and the intestines, your whole digestive system first, so that whatever you cleanse and detox later can be eliminated through the organs that have already been cleansed, so you're not just backing things more up. So I'm going to share what I personally do and give some suggestions, answer some questions about detoxing, how to do it safely and naturally, and to know why you're doing what you're doing and what it's doing for you. So, to start off, I use a variation of the Master Cleanse. It was developed by a man named Stanley Burroughs about 70 years ago, and you may know it as like the lemonade diet. You mix. Oh, my phone's telling me I have low battery. Okay, we're gonna have a short video. It's basically a mixture of I kind of made a variation of it. The Master Cleanse calls for like purified water, B-grade maple syrup, salt and cayenne, and lemon juice. I personally just used cleansed water, honey, and lemon juice. The reason for this is because the honey, I feel, is much more beneficial. Actually, is much more beneficial from a nutritional, medicinal, therapeutic cleansing perspective, because the honey, not to mention it's full of vital nutrients and minerals and enzymes, it actually is antibacterial, and because it's a natural sugar, so it's a low glycemic index, which means it takes more energy for your body to metabolize it and break it down. So it's not like an instant, sugar rush. It's a gradual, natural source of energy. The honey is antibacterial. It helps to carry the lemon juice through your bloodstream directly, so it can get to work right away. The lemon has many cleansing benefits. It's antibacterial, antiviral, antimicrobial, antifungal. It has a complete cleansing, detoxing effect. It improves your circulation, which in turn helps to penetrate through all the cells, tissues, and organs that you're getting ready to cleanse. So I choose not to use cayenne or sea salt because those are also very potent and strong, but I really want to focus on the cleansing. I usually only add cayenne or sea salt if I want to supplement or replenish my body of minerals. Perhaps I'm a little dehydrated. I'm working on drinking more water, and we all are probably doing that for the most part, those of us that are health conscious. And if you're just learning to be health conscious, drink a lot of water. Some people say to do a cleanse to drink 6 to 8 glasses of water, but that's what you should normally be drinking. So I say drink at least 100 ounces of this water. Some people say to drink your weight in ounces of water. At least 3 liters is going to be what you want to achieve your detoxing strategy. I combine this, obviously some people do this alone, some people do it as a fast. I recommend doing it as a fast. You may be asking yourself at this point, who is this girl and why does she have any reason to talk to me about this stuff? Is she a doctor? Blah, blah, blah. Well, yes, I have studied these topics in depth and many other topics as well, and I'm qualified as a holistic health practitioner and going deeper and deeper into my nutrition studies as well. So perhaps doctor of holistic health soon to come, which is my goal. Anyhow, back to water. 3 liters and combine this with a 3-day fast. So 3 days is a complete blood cleansing cycle. This means that, first of all, 24 hours is the complete digestive cycle, so your body is able to completely break down everything, extract the nutrients, eliminate wastes, extract the water that it needs, and eliminate that what it does not. So that's a complete digestive cycle, 24 hours. Once your body has done that, then your blood can go more into work to cleansing, spending time in your brain, nourishing your body in other ways rather than spending so much energy to digest things and absorb nutrients. So after that happens, then your body goes to cleansing, and your blood can go to other areas, and after 3 days, all of your organs will have been, so to speak, wrung out in a full, complete blood cleansing cycle. So your blood will have gone through your entire body and cleansed everything within 3 days. Some people do variations, like do fasts in 3-day cycles. So for example, 3 days, 6 days, 9 days, 12, and so forth, multiples of 3 to get that incomplete blood cleansing cycle effect. So with 3 days, you would do one of these cycles, with 6 days 2, 3 days, or 9 days 3, excuse me, and so forth. Now, during the 3-day fast, there will be detoxing things that are not good for you. There are all kinds of toxins. Let me answer the question, why? Why would you want to do a detox? Well, that's a very good question, my friend. There are many reasons why you might want to do a detox. Some people say, oh, your body is naturally able to detox things itself. Why would you need to help it along? Why are you just getting in the way? It's like, well, that would be the case if we were living a 100% natural lifestyle. But many of the cases and many times in our in society, people are seeking convenience and are living these stressful lifestyles where they have to get something to eat real quick and rush from one place to the next, very stressful things. So someone grabs something that's not so good for them, which might be fast food, or it might be a frozen dinner, or canned things, or instant this, or these sort of things. These were habits that came about quite a bit in the last few decades. Now we're realizing that, hey, those genetically modified organisms aren't healthy for us. Hey, did you know that the bugs that try to eat off the genetically modified foods that are sprayed with herbicides, they're constantly evolving past, and these herbicides have to be stronger and stronger. So not only are they sprayed with poisons to kill animals that try to eat off of them while they're growing, but the GMOs and the genetically modified organisms explode their stomachs. And there is scientific proof that it creates holes in the human intestines. So if you eat GMOs, your stomach's not going to explode right there. However, it does deteriorate the stomach lining and creates holes in the intestines. When this happens, the toxins and things that we digest can seep out of these holes into our blood and create a whole havoc of things. There is a saying that disease starts in the intestines, and health starts in the intestines as well. Everything that we eat and the way we nourish our bodies goes through our intestines. When we eat something, it goes to our stomach breaks it down, it goes into our small intestines, which extract all the nutrients that it's going to use, and it goes through the large intestines, squeezes out the water, and turns into fecal matter, basically, and we eliminate the waste that we no longer need. Now, whenever we are eating processed foods that have chemicals in them, and even the fortified nutrients, our body does not respond to these nutrients the same way as found in naturally occurring foods, because they were created in a lab, so to speak. So the genetics of that is not 100% natural either. Natural is the way to go. Our bodies are designed to work with nature, to take what it needs and to leave out what it doesn't, and to function in harmony with all of life. And a lot of the reasons we're seeing so many wars and the pollution of the environment and the extraction of fossil fuels and stuff, these are very unharmonious ways to live their life. And it's kind of the same reflection of what goes on in our inner body whenever we feed ourselves with GMOs and processed foods and these types of things. So to get rid of, when we eat stuff like that for long periods of time, which many of us were brought up in a home where, we were, as Americans, so to speak, oh my gosh, I could be speaking to the world right now, yes. So if you were your average American was grown up on more of a processed diet, which also changes your brain chemistry and the way that your body functions. So the diet is, there's also a saying that society starts in the stomach. Civilization begins in the stomach. And this can start to explain the differences in cultures and thinking and behavior across countries because of the way we eat. It can be so different. So the main reason why to detox is to eliminate all the buildup of these chemicals that are mixed in with food, because your body doesn't break that down not in a lot of ways, and it ends up building up residue on our cells. It can block our veins, and that's when you get diseases, that range from circulatory and problems with heart and cholesterol and stuff. It's not just, butter and stuff like that, and grease. It's a combination of a lot of things, and lots of variables play a big role in that. So also, that answers the question why. There's so many things I want to say about this and try to keep it simple. Maybe I'll make more videos for other specific questions to go more in depth, but this is an aim to be in general overall with detoxing. What next? So yes, while you are going through the 3-day fasting, master cleanse, detoxing extravaganza, there could be what is known as a healing crisis. Depending on how much processed food, GMOs, foods that could have been contaminated with heavy metals, drinking unpurified water, which a lot of times has traces of herbicides, pesticides, heavy metals, the list goes on. Whenever we're detoxing depending on how much of this type of food that we've ingested determines the type of process that we go through, because for one, you don't want to pull everything out at once, all your organs. You really want to target, for example, I would recommend cleansing your intestines first, to the colon. And this is because, like I mentioned earlier, anything else that you detox is going to have to go through those organs as well, so you don't want to block it up with extra toxins, if you know what I'm saying. So you don't want to overload yourself with detoxing, because many of us have a whole lifetime of toxins to detox. And so you could have symptoms as you're detoxing these things. Once your body has digested its food completely after the first day, the next 2 days you're going to be pulling out other things that don't belong there. Your body knows what it needs and what it doesn't need. It's intelligent and it has the capability to heal itself. And whenever we know what our body needs versus what it doesn't need, then we can help it along and kind of step out of the way and let it do its thing, so to speak. So symptoms of the healing crisis could be headaches, wooziness, weakness, dizziness, things of this nature. Sometimes you could get a runny nose or a stuffy nose. These are all ways that the body tries to push out toxins. Once the cells push out toxins, it goes into the bloodstream, which is when you kind of re-experience them again. So it's like, healing crisis. You might feel like this. Not to worry, just get some peppermint tea. That's all you need. Just get some peppermint herbal tea. Of course, you want it to be the most natural and fresh as possible. Whatever you can work with and find is going to be fine. Peppermint tea is great. It calms the nervous system. So any kind of healing crisis you might be going through, it really helps to calm all of that down. Yeah, you could also take like a tablespoon or so of honey that helps to get some sugar into your bloodstream without spiking your blood because it's low glycemic index. But yeah, that having that little bit of sugar in your bloodstream can kind of help your body like get the energy it needs to kind of push it all out. Right, so what else are the questions to answer? Many people do lose a lot of weight this way. I would not recommend it to do this just to lose weight. It's to detox. Many times people that have excess weight in their gut is because they eat many times throughout the day without a chance to completely digest those things. So your body kind of pushes it to the side and says, incoming, there's more food. Stop digesting that and start digesting that. And you can see how over the time you end up getting all this undigested food that sits in your intestines and your gut, basically rotting. And then you can get more diseases that go from there. So if you are a person that is holding extra weight, then you could experience more healing crisis symptoms. Again, you can drink peppermint tea through this to help ease the elimination process. But yes, once the end of 3 days, your body will have digested stuff that might not have digested before. It will be pulled out things, and this is another key, is breaking your fast. There are different ways to break your fast. However, they all have things in common. You want them to be easily digestible and obviously natural and preferably organic all the time, always organic. You don't want to put any chemicals in your body after you just detoxed from chemicals. So to be smart and eat organic. You could have a big elimination after 3 days. Let me just say that. It's good to break your fast after 72 hours with some watermelon or some warm, non-homogenized milk. This is milk that has not been zapped of all of its nutrients. There is a debate about milk with a lot of controversial opinions and so say facts out there. I say choose your own path. I kind of went through drinking milk, non-homogenized milk for a while, and I found it to be fine. Some people feel that they need it in their diet. Some people feel they don't want it in their diet. Some people think that it adds to the creation of mucus, which will be another topic, another video, so really. But if you're not comfortable with milk, every body needs different nutrients and functions a little slightly differently depending on, the balance of what you're made up of. So definitely watermelon. You could stick to some lentils or some navy beans, brown rice, vegetables, fruits. But to really begin with watermelon, that would be really amazing because you get a lot of water in there, but a little bit of food matter, so it can begin to push and cleanse out your intestines. Because after you're done eating, elimination time. Go have some quality time with your toilet. That is a very powerful detox. What else can I say about detoxing? I want to make sure that I get everything in. It's already been about 18-19 minutes, so I guess I'll wrap it up. Last few notes. Water quality is important. Preferably natural spring water is going to be your choice. If you have like distilled water, that's better than tap water because it's not going to be contaminated with all the things you might find in tap water. However, distilled water has a sense of sort of like life lacking from it. It's not fresh, it's been distilled. You think of spring water, it's got life in it. Check out Dr. Motos' research, a Japanese scientist who shed a lot of light on the nature of water and vibrations and made some major breakthroughs in science, bridging the gap He also showed improved how our emotions, sound frequencies, our thoughts and words actually change the shape of our water. So if you'd like to improve the quality and purity of your water, you can bless it, you can say a prayer over it, you can write some nice words on the bottle, you can expose it to some nice intelligent music. You know, those opinions might vary in what that is, but to go with this, what Dr. Motos research said, heavy metal, not so good, classical Beethoven, good. So somewhere in there that gives you a gauge of what to go on with that. Once you're done with your 3-day tox, continue drinking lots of water. You can discover what your body needs. Like say, oh, I really want to cleanse my liver next, or my kidneys. Those are 2 good organs to cleanse after your intestines, because anything that you cleanse after that, your skin, whatever it is that you want to cleanse, it will go through those organs as well. And if those organs are cleansed as well, then your body will have a much easier time eliminating that which no longer needs. So great. I've done this before several times myself. I'm going to keep doing it. Actually, I intend to do another 3-day cleanse within a month or so, maybe after the New Year and New Year's and all that Christmas treats and stuff. Although I'm in Mexico this year and they've got nice Christmas treats like peanuts and fruit water and stuff like that. So I'm excited. I won't have to resist so much processed candies and sugar stuff. So anyway, I hope this video helps you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment box below. Please subscribe to my channel. If you want to ask any other questions, have any ideas for videos for me, let me know. And soon I will have a connection up to my website, www.infinitehealthandhealing.com. It's currently under construction and hopefully will be up with more health and healing juicy goodness. And in the meantime, happy holidays. And if you're watching this way in the future, then happy day to you.